Hi, everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody? Sorry
Hey,
for the wait.
Vanessa. Hey, Perry.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Why? What y'all got going on? You're awfully quiet.
Oh no, I was just apologizing for the wait.
Oh. I
Yeah.
do apologize for the late wait. At the last minute, it seems to happen quite often now. I get a barrage of information thrown at me right before I'm supposed to go on, and I try to include it. And these things we got talking about today, it was good, child. It is good. So again, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. If you are the type of person that can't handle anything bad being said about your favorite celebrity, please exit the building, okay? Because it's gonna get rough, okay? This is about to get rough. If you're the kind of person that you don't want to see mud being slain, you know, bloggers going at it back and forth, if you, please exit the building, okay? I listen, I have my opinions and you guys have your opinions. I'm not telling anybody whose opinion is to have, okay? But we all have opinions. So we got to talk about these next stories very gently because, child, it's a mess. Okay, so what is she talking about? We're going to talk about Funky Dineva throwing Tasha K ass under the bus days before her husband is to take the stand. Okay, Perry Joe. We're going to talk about, oh my God, Carlee Russell case. The opinion is not letting up. I don't even think she go to bed. Did you sleep last night? I don't even think she goes to bed. She's bringing
Yeah.
I went
all.
to sleep.
I know. She bringing all the good juicy tea. Okay. As a matter of fact, opinion, I got the email you just sent me about the voice recorder. She didn't call the girl in the middle of the night. So that's good. Then we got to talk about Jason Lee, friend to the show, Jason Lee. Let me say this, okay? Because you guys know it, but I'm just down. I'm just gonna damn say it, okay? Blogging is a dirty game. Y'all have all heard that. Please take a moment to like this video. Oh, thank you, Schmoopy. I forgot. Everybody, please like the video. I almost have 1,000 people in the chat. You have to like the video in the beginning of the show. And I always wait till the end when it doesn't matter. But I gotta do it now. Okay. Blogging, I gotta set this with a precursor. Blogging is a dirty game. I've told you guys this over and over. Bloggers, it's just a dirty game. Some people feel you have to throw mud on the other to make it. And so I didn't invent the game. I came in, the game was already invented, right? And we seem to like make friends. We all know each other. If you have more than probably a 100,000, maybe 200,000 subscribers, I know who you are. We all know each other. We watch each other's channels, and then we make friends with this one, that one, and the next thing you know, it's a bunch of kids building alliances. That's what it is. Okay, and I don't think too many people make it in blogging without alliances. I'm the first one to say it. But we all have alliances. You have friends that you call that when something's getting too much, hey, can you help me out with this and that? It's usually we're fighting all back and forth. Now, the fighting is so unnecessary because there's room for everybody. Okay, everybody. But for some reason, that's just the game. I don't know. We're all in alliances. We all team up. Okay, so I'm coming to you, Funky Dineva. This is a mess. This is a hot ass mess. But first, I want to talk about Jason Lee, friend to the show, Jason Lee. Okay, so we all know who Rha Ali is. If you're not familiar with Love and Hip Hop, she was on Love and Hip Hop. Hip Hop. I said flip flop. Love and Hip Hop. I think Jason started out. Well, he didn't start out, but he went on Love and Hip Hop. And Jason Lee's job is the same as mine. Okay. So blogging is Survivor or Big Brother child. It's Survivor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Who is last standing on the island? I'm telling we make alliances. Other people aren't going to tell you. I'm just tired of hiding it. We make alliances with each other. We do each other's favors, stuff like that. We help each other if you're in my alliance and stuff like that. But anyway, Rha Ali is Love and Hip Hop star. I believe Jason Lee started out. Well, he didn't start out on Love and Hip Hop, but he had a stint on Love and Hip Hop at one time. And for me, you're just on Love and Hip Hop for your brand, right? For advertising, because I'm not throwing anybody on the bus. You sure don't get paid a lot on Love and Hip Hop, and they want you to act a fool. So, and we've all, our job is to talk about people. If you guys stop watching, okay, then we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Stop watching, but the more dirt I find, the more tea I get. You guys keep coming back. So it's you guys' fault that gossip channels exist, okay? And my job is to tell you what's going on. Okay, fine. That's what we do. I hate it when I get a sore loser. Okay, I might talk about somebody. So they get pub for me talking about them, right? Telling you what's going on. And that's how their name gets out there. Don't do shady shit and you wouldn't be in the blogs, right? Now, according to the rumors, Jason Lee was out minding his own damn business. I appreciate your commentary and love Perry too. You love Perry? Love the bro and sisterhood. Thank you. So sweet. So Jason Lee, and now Rha Ali also talks about people on her platform. That's what we do. You guys talk about people in the chat. Do what we do. Okay?
People in the chat talk about us.
Every day. You can't be fragile. You can't get your feelings hurt, right? So Rha Ali is out and she sees Jason Lee and she sees red. He been talking about me. He been talking about my child. I'm about to run up. Child. She goes up to him and starts cussing him out. That's what she does. Now, this is a sore loser. Because first of all, Rha, you do the same thing. Don't make me do a whole background check on your ass, okay? You do the same thing. We talk about other people, and sometimes I might say something, and it could be a joke, like Perry called people hoes.
Yeah, I don't really mean it.
Yeah, we're just joking. Right? But he's called Portia a hoe a lot of times. Who he actually likes. What if you seen Portia out at a restaurant and she ran up on you, talk about what's up, what you gonna do now?
And then I just tell her, I say, hey, don't worry about it, Portia. You a special hoe.
You cannot cry, okay? You want to run up? Really? Let's play the tape first, and then I'll tell you more. Hold on, girl, I'm gonna need you to have several seats. And you do the same damn thing. Girl, we see how you were acting on Love and Hip Hop. Shut up.
Are you calling for security and help? No, there's just no reason to have. Are you calling for security and help, Jason? You have got online. Excuse me a moment. I'm not going to touch him. You have got online and you have disrespected my family, my child. Hang on a second. You're not going to trust me. It's not going to go.
This is not the place to do that. If you want to do it, you can do it somewhere else. You can't do it here. No, please, ma'am. I'm going to have to ask you.
You have disrespected my child. You've disrespected my husband. You've done all these things, and I try very nicely now that I see you in person to approach you, and you're scared to get up from the table. And that's wild to me as a man, for you to have been so disrespectful, and now you're scared. No, and now you're scared. And now you're scared. But we're face to face, you and I.
Your issues require.
No. Don't try to bring people's name into it. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know you do have to leave, right?
That's fine.
I gave you an opportunity to speak like a man. I gave you an opportunity. You disrespected my child. And you understand that that's different, right? But you wouldn't get up because you're all that talking you've done. All that talking you've done, and now you're scared to get up from the table. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. You know that you always have to come face to face with the people that you disrespect, right? You do realize that, right?
You're interfering with everybody. Whatever issues you have with each.
What?
Okay.
Go sit your ass down. We're bloggers. That's what we do. Not to make matters even worse, that's what you do.
I mean,
Shut up.
I guess my question, what did he say about her child that got her so angry?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Girl need to have several seats before I get the urge to do a background check. That's not how it's playing. You're on television. People are going to talk about you. The blogs are going to talk about you. We might throw in a couple words that you don't like. So what? You need to get out the business if you're going to be running up on anybody that's got something bad to say about you. That's ridiculous. And we have several reality TV stars that are like that. She gave me a bad. There is a blogger out there that tried to run a troll farm on my ass because she didn't like what I had to say about her reality TV show. I called her boring, and she got in her feelings. You ain't in your feelings now, because I don't play that. Like, please, I'm allowed to say if I think you stupid. I'm allowed to say if I think you're dumb. I'm allowed to say you're boring. I don't like your show. Whatever. You need to go have several seats. Okay? Stop being a bad sport. You can talk about others, but you don't like it when the tables turn. Girl, please. We say it all the time. People say in chat, they talk about my wig. They say all kind of stuff. What if I send a troll farm over to them or hire an investigator to run up on them? Please. Girl, please go sit down and shut the up.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. But I mean, for real, I understand like bloggers have it out with each other, but to come down to actually fighting, now I would if somebody approached me to do it. I'm not gonna go look for somebody to fight them. But
did she want him to get up from the table?
Well, see, that's the part though. Like, and then some people will take it down. Why ain't he said nothing? Was he scared? Look, if Jason Lee would have got up, being a man, it would have been, why was this man attacking this woman? You know, it's just crazy.
It's ridiculous. But I remember back in the day, Puffy sent his group Total to go beat up Wendy Williams. Remember that? Like, please, like, y'all need to stop. You're in the entertainment business. You're on television. Where people are going to talk about you, whether it's a blogger. Are you going to run up to a fan that said you're boring on the show? You going to go beat up the fan? I think my son forgets I'm recording. Do you hear him?
I heard something.
Y'all need to have several seats and stop. Girl, you embarrassed yourself. What if Jason Lee would have responded? What if he would have hit you? Girl, sit down. Okay? And if you don't want to be bad reports out there about you, then stay out the blogs. Stop acting a fool. Okay, girl, stop. Please have several seats. Several seats. Blogging is a trip. You're always going to get those people that are thin-skinned and overreact. Approaching someone in person to beat them up, overreaction. Running a troll farm on somebody, overreaction. Because when you get caught and then you don't know how to deal with it, it's a mess. I am over these kind of people. Stop watching the blogs if you can't handle what's being said about you. I swear. To run up on another blogger, listen, he's not the only one that said something about you. And as a matter of fact, wasn't this, she got mad because he said something about the Nicki Minaj thing and Cardi B. Well, he's doing a report, stupid.
That's what he said. He said that's between Cardi B and Nicki. Yeah. But, you know, whatever's going on. But, you know, it is what it is. But nobody's going to go to jail. I mean, well, they shouldn't go to jail for arguing because you had an opinion on the blog. Now,
child, stop,
if somebody screamed on you, maybe it's a different story. Then you might have to go and do a little time.
She's just dumb. Yeah. She's dumb, thin-skinned, and stupid. She's not thinking. You don't physically threaten anybody. And she best be glad that the security guards were there to lead her out. She's talking about meeting him in the parking lot. Girl, stop. Because if you did meet him in the parking lot, you wouldn't do a damn thing. Stop. Leave that for Love and Hip Hop. That's TV. That don't work that way in real life. If you have a problem with somebody, you don't run up on them in real life. That's TV. But anyway,
what was the
more blogger trouble.
Meet me outside. Was it Meet Me Outside, girl? Oh, something like that.
She was like, something about, well, you got to leave this building. This is what she told Jason Lee. You got to leave. Girl, sit down. Go sit your ghetto ass down and shut up. Okay? Shut up. But anyway, and plus he was reporting a story. And you know how you say something like, you're not
Right,
going to
right.
censor how I report a story. Don't be in the blogs and you won't have a story to report on. Shut up. All right. Speaking of blogging, it's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. We have alliances. We have friends. We're stressed. We're stressed. It's not easy. I'm not crying because I get paid good for it, but it's not easy being a blogger because someone always gets mad. So you might go tell your good friend something. Let's move on to Funky Dineva and Tasha K. Child, funky, funky, funky. What is you doing? Okay, now listen. Funky Dineva is a legend in the game. I'm gonna go on and give him his flowers. He's legend in the game. He was doing this before anybody. He was one of the first bloggers. He says Candy Burris put him on. He's been around a long time. He's also had his fair share of beefs and saying dumb shit. He called Beyonce baby Blue Ivy ugly. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah.
Now, I'm just saying, like, I like Funky Dineva. I laugh at some of the things that he says because that comes with blogging. If I sit up here and tell a story really boring, no one's going to care. Everyone's going to fall asleep. So you put a little comedy into it. I'm not funny, but Perry puts a little comedy into it. And yeah, I am kind of funny. I just remembered. I'm pretty funny. And how you tell a story, you're doing it like you're talking to your girlfriends. You're just talking and it's just a great place to come hang out and we have fun. The chat becomes family. They all know each other and it is what it is. And so I'm talking about these alliances. So allegedly he's in an alliance with Tasha K and a few other people. And then you got the other side. You've got my favorite blogger. You guys know I love Michelle, AT Alien. Love Michelle. Her and Funky had a falling out a couple years back. She was his landlord and they got into it and he left dog shit all over her apartment. Do you remember this? I think she had to sue him. So they've been going at each other for a while. She accused him. Was it her? He has a reputation of, he admitted it. I remember one day of dabbling in cocaine. He said he did it back in the day. Okay. He said it. I didn't say it. He said he used to party and stuff like that. So these two are very, very, they hate each other. Michelle, my favorite blogger, and Funky Dineva, who I think is funny. You're an icon in the business. I used to watch you back in the day. I remember he used to put a wig on. Oh my God, I love it.
I remember.
You gotta drag people to tell story. He put a wig on and he would just start roasting people to hell. So but he doesn't like Michelle, so he teamed up with Tasha K, and then they was talking trash about Michelle and all of this. Now, I don't watch Tasha or Funky every day. Doesn't mean I don't watch them. I like Tasha K's interviews, and if I feel like laughing, I'll watch Funky Dineva. And now he works on Fox Soul, so he's a really big platform. And I come across Michelle's video, okay? I got this from Michelle straight to the A. And the reason I like Michelle too also is because, she is a plethora of knowledge. So she has a site called Straight from the A. You guys got to check out her site. And then she has a YouTube channel called Michelle AT Alien Brown. That's how you find it. And I will leave that in the description. So I go there every day. Like I used to do these biographies and she knows everything about Atlanta. And she's the OG. She's been around a long time, about as long as Funky. I think one time Sheree Whitfield, correct me if I'm wrong, sued both of them. So they were friends at first. And I don't know how you go from being, when you don't pay your rent and your friend got to put you out.
Huh? I said at that point, friendship is gone.
Well, I mean,
my telling me no.
I can't. So they're all going at each other, and whenever each other gets a chance to one up the other one, they do. But I watch Michelle consistently, and this is how I got my next story. Okay. So she's doing her thing, and she says that Funky Dineva, who is friends with Tasha K, goes on Fox Soul and tell Fox Soul that Tasha K committed bankruptcy fraud.
Damn.
Huh? I thought y'all were in an alliance. I thought y'all were friends. Days before Tasha's husband is to take the stand. Is he talking too much and forgot? Then he goes on and explains. this is crazy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Perry. They are friends, right?
Well, I mean, they could have. Well, look, I assumed they was friends. When people do shit like this, sometimes I got to put a little question mark. But
did he say it on accident? He goes into detail.
That's the thing. Is it accident or is it, oh, I ain't mean to get you in trouble. Too bad.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He says that Tasha K called him stressed out, frustrated. She tells him, I'm going to file bankruptcy because I'm not bankruptcy. And I'm going to make it where Tasha K has a judgment where, what's her name? Cardi B has a judgment, but I'm never going to pay her that money. Let's listen to what he said. Let me pull this up because, huh? What if somebody took that case to court? That, when is she supposed to be in court, Perry?
The husband on the 7th, her on the 9th, I think, August.
Child, take a listen. Thank you, Michelle, for staying on this case, for doing this story. Here we go.
Has to do is file bankruptcy, one of those types of bankruptcies, like the one Tasha K just did.
Now, hold on. Let me say this. So I got this clip from Michelle's page, okay? Did she paint his his lips white like crack?
But who the hell is the eagle, though? Who is the eagle? Is that the girl that's on that show?
And then she doesn't get along with Claudia, so she put an eagle over Claudia's head. Michelle, girl, you are too much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh my! Look at the. I can't. Let's just listen to what he's saying now. It's so funny.
And then all she has to do is file bankruptcy, one of those types of bankruptcies, like the one Tasha K just did. But I tell you, Tasha K just called me and explained to me how the hell she not paying Cardi. I said, "Oh, Chad, you got you some good attorney people over there." So, and Atlanta is the capital of the CPN and the EIN number. So. Good luck collecting because you can't squeeze blood from a turnip. Yeah, you might have got awarded $1 million against her business, but literally all she/they would have to do is go form another LLC and continue operating as usual, and you'll be stuck out there with a judgment that you can't claim.
Damn.
I got this clip from Michelle's page. Did she have the FBI recording it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about how severe this is. What is he doing? He went deeper into detail. He said he's the one that told Tasha K to ignore Cardi's cease and desist.
That's what he said. So, okay, now that's
no, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Okay.
He's the one who told Tasha K to not take down the videos.
Okay, now you asked me a question when we first started this thing off. Mm-hmm. Is he her friend or not? Well, look at the examples. I don't know. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. You tell her, girl, the hell with them cease and desist. Girl, you don't even need no toilet paper. Just wipe your ass with them, right? Then he go along and tell her, don't. I wouldn't take those videos down. Then to come out to say, hey, Tasha just got off the phone with me, I'm just telling me, shit, Cardi ain't getting a damn thing. She was getting shit over here, because I'm going to file this bankruptcy, and just get me another LLC. Ain't getting shit from me, okay? Ain't getting a damn thing. So
What
The question is, like I said, when you ask me, is it a friend? I don't know. I just do this question mark.
Is he talking too much? What if somebody took that tape to the judge? You're on Fox Soul, a national platform, and you tell everybody that Tasha K has committed bankruptcy fraud.
Right. Okay.
She just filed so she doesn't have to pay Cardi.
I was watching Michelle's show when she actually put it on. And I'm telling you, people were just saying this. What if, I'm just reading, I'm reading the comments. You said, what if he did it on purpose so he wouldn't have to testify?
So you're saying maybe he jumped alliances.
Okay, right. You know, like sometimes friends can get envious over each other. I don't know. But either you got a friend that just talk too damn much or one who's throwing you under the bus on purpose. But
he had to, because if you call me, I have a lot of YouTube friends, and you tell me something and you tell me don't tell, well, it's obvious you can't tell, but you're crying on my shoulder about something so serious that involves $4 million, which you claim, Tasha said, I ain't got it. Then this fool comes on, fool in a cool way, like you lost your mind, Quentin, you lost your mind. What if somebody took that tape to the bankruptcy court? If you get found guilty for bankruptcy fraud, you're looking at jail time. Somebody said it's not that serious. It's very serious.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You think it's not that serious the way that he was describing it.
Well, see, people will describe shit that way when it's not them. You know how, like, you be going through some shit and you get some people in chat, girl, don't worry about that shit. Wipe your ass with it. They ain't got to deal with the consequences, right? And like, we've been around this YouTube street for a minute now. When you think you got a friend, sometimes you get to check the mirror twice. Sometimes the shit ain't what you think you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or he could have just been talking because, like, it's easy to talk about some shit that's not going to affect him. If Tasha took off and did 15 to 30 years in prison, it ain't going to bother him. Do you think he gonna send Tasha cigarettes? No, I'm just saying. Do you?
So let me answer this. Teresa says the lawsuit is not eligible for bankruptcy. What you probably mean is she doesn't qualify for bankruptcy because bankruptcy is for a business and all of her debt is personal. So right there. But if they could find a way to say that you filed this lawsuit just to avoid paying Cardi B, slow down the process, anything like this, it's called bankruptcy fraud. And we just did a whole segment about that. You're in deep shit trouble.
Okay.
Now, somebody says that Tasha dropped the bankruptcy lawsuit. Everybody's saying that, but when I look it up, it's still on. So maybe she plans on dropping it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what somebody said too. And we haven't seen evidence that she has. But I guess you'll find out August 7th.
Well, it would be in the paperwork.
Right, I know. You'll find out August 7th if the husband show up. August 9th if she show up. I mean, at that point, it's irrelevant. Like, I mean, you know, to a certain degree.
No, you would find out before because it would be in the paperwork. So when we go look it up, we will see that this case has been dismissed. It's not been dismissed, but maybe she said, I'm going to withdraw it and hasn't done it yet because she has until the 7th, August 7th.
If that's an option she has, because I've seen people commenting, I ain't no bankruptcy attorney.
Oh, Lily says she didn't.
Once you file and go through certain things, you can't just drop it no more. It's up to the bankruptcy court, right?
Right.
You know, I ain't never did no shiesty shit with the bankruptcy court to find out. I'm just saying, I just told the motherfuckers the truth. That's it. Bam, bam, bam. We out. But I don't know.
Opinion, was this an accident? Was he just talking too much?
No, he wasn't talking too much. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Ooh, I would hate. So he just jumped alliances. The girl didn't know it. And this is a crucial time to do that. Listen, when you see Tasha K, she's smiling and, still Tasha K and still making us laugh and stuff like that. But lawsuits are stressful. Well, for me, maybe they're stressful and this is not a good time for Funky to say that. Like,
No, you know
you
what?
can't take it back.
That's why too, and people have to be real careful. We made this mistake too. You can't over friend somebody and tell them kind of shit like this, right?
You're
Because
saying that Tasha should have never told him that?
right. But at the time, you ain't really thinking too much of it. You think that's a friend. This shit wouldn't happen. But I'm sure after she seen Michelle's thing and all this is coming to light, Tasha probably said to herself,
It was at this moment that
I can't.
he fucked up.
You guys go to Michelle A.T. Lynn's channel. I only showed one clip. She's got a lot of clips in which Tasha K's admitting to confiding in Funky Dineva. It's saying that what he said, she said. It's just a mess, and it's at a very crucial time. I'm going to keep checking to see if she can withdraw the lawsuit at this point, because you're right, Perry, we're pretty far in the game. That's like taking somebody to court, and right before they get a judgment, you try to withdraw it. And sometimes you if you go far enough into it, you can't withdraw it.
it's almost like going to court and you don't fault this shit, and then the prosecutor don't win, and now it's right for the closing statement. You jump like, I quit. No, it's too damn late, right?
Bad.
But I'm telling you this, on a serious note, we like to have fun with this thing. But if I was Tasha and her husband, hey, I'm quitting whether they sort of let me. I am not showing up on the 7th or the 9th.
You have to.
Well, if you do, you effed, in my opinion. I'm gonna be effed by not showing up, and let's see what happened on that thing.
These walls are closing in on Tasha, and for Funky to do this at this time, maybe he should have did it before she filed bankruptcy. So, what are you doing?
No, it's a such thing as people love kicking a dog when it's down. Now,
You don't kick people while you're down. You don't kick people. I was just raised that way. My
I'm
mother
just saying,
drilled
yeah.
me in my head.
I don't know for a fact, but I'm saying people. It's like when they instigate a fight. They know what the hell they doing. Oh, I just said that. I didn't know that he was sleeping with your man. Come on. You knew.
Child, you knew. This is a hot mess. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Go to Michelle A.T. Alien's channel. She's one of my favorite bloggers. No, my favorite blogger. I love her. She has been in this game so long. She knows a lot. She knows a lot of dirt on people. And I don't know what's wrong with Funky. I don't know. They say back in the day, he says it, that he used to indulge in drugs. Are you high again? Why would you say this about this woman at this time if this is your friend?
Well, see, that's the key. That's what we're assuming. They can know what kind of relationship they got.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to move on to the even bigger case. Child, this is ridiculous. It's you thought it was ridiculous yesterday when finally the
What?
was lying. It gets more bizarre every day, and it's really keeping opinion up. Everybody in the chat, thank Opinion for staying on top of this case. Now, you've already talked to me. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you uncovered. Can you start with the phone call?
Okay, so I called Jefferson County District Attorney Office and found out that they released their stuff to the Bessemer County, Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. So the biggest charge that they're trying to negotiate is her obstruction of justice. And under that charge, she has 2 penalties under there. It's a false lying to a false statement to the police, and also what did the lady say? Lying to a law enforcement officer. And that runs a sentence of 1 to 10 years.
Oh my God, if you guys were worried about over punishing, now, Opinion, you had a feeling they were going to give her a big sentence because
why? That's not the only thing. That's
It's
just her
not.
major charge. No, that's just her major charge.
Oh
The
my God.
problem is that the neighbors in the community have all sent in letters to this district attorney's office
Like a
and also
petition.
have put in their complaints that they've gave him money, they gave their time, they gave their efforts, everything to this family, but because they felt like these are our residents. And if their kids go missing, it's just like one of our kids go missing.
Mhm.
So they feel like that's not enough.
Oh my
So
God.
they're going
God.
for bigger charges, and that's what the DA is trying to figure out because now the FBI is involved in the Secret Service. So it's gonna have to be a conversation with all of them. But she said possibly we won't know until possibly the beginning of next week.
She's in trouble. She's in deep,
Well, yeah.
deep trouble.
Hmm.
I don't know what she was thinking. Now she has this attorney. I don't know his name, but he's basically trying to negotiate with the police
His name is
department.
Emory Anthony.
Henry Anthony is his name.
Emory Anthony.
Emory Anthony. He's basically trying to beg for mercy. What he doing? Trying to negotiate with the police department to not charge her with things that are going to keep her in jail a very long time. But it doesn't work like that, Emory. My hat's off to you for trying to protect your client and doing things that are unheard of. This is unheard of. Okay, you're trying to negotiate with the police department. Now, also, opinion, you were saying something like it's out of their hands at this point, right? And you also
Yes,
said
out of
something
the
about
police department hands. The only thing that they want is a statement of where she was. Like they need that to close their case. They need to know exactly where she was because she's saying she was in the Hoover area the whole time. Nobody helped her, but yet and still they did a search party. Went through all the woods. They went through the caves, the tunnels, everything else looking for her, and they didn't find anything. They even had search dogs, and the search dogs lost their scent.
Damn.
you said something that she could have been hiding in an empty house in the neighborhood.
That's according to what's that guy name? JLR.
JLR investigations have been on it. Okay, like
Okay. Now,
he's been picnicked outside her house. Like his determination to get to the bottom of it is unwavering. Okay,
right.
I can't do it because this
Right.
Alabama heat is killing me. Okay,
Right.
I can't do it. But he's been out there. He's staying outside the house. He's catching every picture, every car that comes to the house, and he's reporting on everything. He's talking to all the neighbors, the kids in the neighborhood, everything.
Yeah, no, opinion, you're doing a great job. And I wouldn't ask you to go that far because he's on the roof, laying in the tunnel.
No, he is.
They're doing everything but renting the house next door because he's on this shit 24/7, circling the block. He's circling the block as we speak.
Yeah.
He's
No,
trying
he's
to
sitting right outside our house as we speak with the news cameras and the police officers.
yeah, but
So,
you know,
go ahead, Perry. I'm sorry.
he's coming up with good scoop though. Now, I mean, the guy, go and check out his channel. It's JLR if you want to get into all that vaccine stuff. But he's out there walking trails. Go ahead.
JLR. Check it out if you want to get into the G. So, opinion. Do you think somebody helped her still?
Of course, if the scent, here's the thing: them scent dogs, them K9 units, they're trained to get that scent. They find even the missing bones of somebody. So of course, they would have picked up that scent if she would still be in that area. They would have picked up that scent. So in order for them dogs not to have had her scent no more, that means somebody had to come scoop her up in a car.
Okay.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So today, her attorney, Emory Anthony, came out and spoke to the press. And let me play this for you guys. First of all, this attorney, he is clean. He's dressed really nice. And you said he's 70 years old, opinion?
Yes, 70 years old.
He looks really, really nice. Now, and I think he's doing the best to try to save his client, but there's no saving her. Also, opinion, before I play this clip, didn't you say that another jurisdiction has entered and they're suing her?
Yes, Bessemer. That's
Bessemer.
the district attorney office that has it.
And they're suing her for what? Money? Like,
No, they're taking the whole case. Like they took it from Jefferson County. They have Jefferson County case in theirs.
oh shit. All right, let's listen to her attorney.
Go ahead. I'm gonna move this slide.
All right, you ready, Neil? Got it?
Okay.
All right, so tell us how the meeting went. What can you comment about the meeting?
It's a great meeting, a short meeting, just to try to identify some things about where we go from here, responsibilities that we need to take care of. But it was a great meeting, and I want to commend the Hoover Police Department and the Chief of Police for their action and how they have handled everything. So hopefully we can get to the end game, as they say, of this particular thing. I know you all have 100 questions, but we're not able to answer anything at this point in time. But just walk with us, and we should be through with this shortly. Okay?
No idea when the next meeting will take place?
I don't think it probably will be a next meeting unless something else comes up. But right now, we just want to try to get to the end game and try to make sure our client is taken care of and deal with her issues, and the city of Hoover feel comfortable and safe. That's what we want to deal with.
And how is Carlee?
She's doing better, but still, she's still dealing with some things.
Now, can I ask you, what got you interested in covering something like this?
In covering? What do you mean covering?
In taking care of it.
Oh, no, I represent people. That's my job. I'm a criminal defense attorney. Some people don't understand that. People that don't have problems, then they don't need lawyers. People with problems need lawyers. So we try to provide the best service that we can.
He's doing everything and anything to help her. And that's what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's no helping her. Also, we got hold of Carlee's personal phone number. I'm going to play that clip. Listen to this message that's on her phone. This is unusual at best.
Hey, you've reached Carlee Russell. At the present moment, unfortunately, she's not available. She is now preparing to go spend possible prison time. So right now she's mending with her family and friends. And if you would be so kind to give her that chance to vent. She made a mistake. She realized that we all have made mistakes. I mean, young black ladies in their early 20s. And she made a mistake. We all have made mistakes.
That's on her answering service. Unusual. Now, opinion. What is your, do you have a Cash App? What is your Cash App?
Strawberry Love 4040.
Strawberry Love. I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen. Strawberry 40, Love 4040. 4040 or with the words?
Yes, 4040.
Okay, you guys, that's Opinion's Cash App. So this man is clean. I love her attorney. He seems
He is very knowledgeable. He was a judge. He was a prosecutor. And now he's back to criminal defense attorney. He went for mayor a couple of times and didn't make it.
I love him, but he can't save her. But he's clean. He's dressed so. I'm obsessed with the attorney. But anyway, Carlee, I understand what your attorney's trying to do, but you're going to be looking at some time. But 1 to 10 years. Ooh, we have to.
He said that she's okay, but she's dealing with some things. She's dealing with thinking about being handcuffed, shipped off to prison.
That's where she's going.
Now, with that answer machine thing, if that was truly her, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. If you feel like
he's trying, Perry.
No, but that's so. I mean, he could be 70, so I don't know, but that's so outdated. Nobody gives a shit.
Leave him alone. I love Emery.
If that was him, I'm just saying that. I mean,
all right. I want
her to be bothered. Don't answer the phone. Turn the phone off.
I got 15 minutes to take a couple calls, and then I have to go pick up my granddaughter. I cannot keep being late. If anyone wants to call in. Did I do that right? No,
Oh, you forgot to put the ex-boyfriend post up.
Oh, hold on. I might not can take calls. Hold on. Let's see. Oh my gosh, opinion. You got a lot of stuff. Wow. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 video. No, I mean she ain't playing. Hold on, you guys. Let me try to do this really quickly. So the boyfriend is over her, right? Opinion.
Oh yeah, he definitely put ex-boyfriend in that caption.
Oh, I can't read this. Y'all know. Oh, it's small. Let me see if I can make it. That's not working.
That's the biggest you can get? Damn.
Yeah. It says, Carlee's actions created hurt, confusion, and dishonesty. I was made aware of the false narrative after coming to the defense of my ex, Carlee Russell. Myself and my family's nature was to react in love and genuine concern. We are disgusted from the outcome of this entire situation. I strongly feel this is still an ongoing investigation, but with all of the recent information and her confession, now we gain closure with the situation. Thank you for all of my family, friends, and the nation for support through this. I want to also send my prayers and thanks to Miss Angela Haley, it looks like, Harris, her team, and all of the volunteers. Oh, thank you
That's
again.
the mama of the girl that was murdered.
Yeah, thank you again for your unwavering support. The severity of this matter has not been overlooked, and I deeply respect the genuine support shared during this time. Please continue to keep us in your prayers with love. Tomar, it seems like his name is that kind of statement should be coming from Carlee's family. They haven't said anything. They should be thanking the volunteers.
The New York Post tried to get in touch with the mama, and she hung up in their face.
Disgust. They need to be punished too. They should thank the volunteers, the people that donated money. $63,000 is not a joke. Let me hurry up and take calls, cause Hey Pia, hey Sebastian, hey Al,
Hey, everyone.
hey
How are you
LaShawn,
guys?
hey Wayne, hey Diva. Child, please. Let's start with you, Al.
All right, so you got keep it short and sweet
Oh,
today.
hold on. Let me see. Can you guys keep your comments short? I really have about 15 minutes and I have to go, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm keeping it really short and sweet. The whole thing with Ra Ali and Jason Lee, I remember that, but I don't really get into like that petty Z-list celebrity shit. But from what I do remember, it was really messy when Raw doxed Jason, Cardi, and like their affiliates numbers to the Barbs. They got death threats and all that. But Jason, when it comes to her son, he outed her son while he was a minor, and he publicized her son's nudes that was already out there. So that was kind of like the thing with her son. Not only did he try to like expose him or out him, but he also highlighted his nudes that were already out there on social media. The issue with Funky, I think Funky was just a little too loose with his lips, but he didn't say anything that we already know. We've seen this time and time again with businesses. Whenever they get big judgments, they file bankruptcy and then they started up another
No,
LLC
Al,
over
this is
under
a big
another
deal.
name.
Let me tell you why. It's called bankruptcy fraud. If you file bankruptcy and you're hiding money.
Well, we know that's what she was already doing.
But now he's saying, so they had to prove it. But now he just came out and said, I know because she told me.
Right.
Well, I think to me, in comparison to her actual records and shit, what Funky said doesn't even matter in comparison to what she gonna actually show the IRS. So either way, she's screwed if Funky said it or not. I just think he was just a little too lips with putting her business out on Front Street with the public. But I think the IRS is going to already discover that. So last statement, and I'll pass it to somebody else. Yeah, I said this yesterday with Carlee and her boyfriend. Remember I told y'all she did all this for a man, and he's not even gonna be with her. And look at like what I said. As soon as we got off the live, he publicly announced once again, as if it wasn't already clear for the woman in his DMs, that he is now single, and he was thanking him for being in his DMs. So yeah, this should just keep unfolding as I expected. Now that we got the information, like I said, somebody said we're looking to see what charges she gets. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep. Yeah, let's just pass it on.
All right, Sebastian, sound off really quickly.
About the Tasha K thing, I completely do agree. The fact that the FBI and everyone, they would have, the IRS, the IRS, they would have already known if she did do something like that. It's not fun. Funky only did that to be messy and giving it to the public and bring it to the public court of opinion. That's the only thing, because the IRS don't play. Carlee, as I've always said, she needs to be up in that jail. My mother cried for this girl, this itch. My mother cried for her. And I don't like it when people make my mama cry and then they do this stuff. So therefore, she needs to be up in this jail. 1 to 10 years. I don't think she's gonna get a year. She needs to at least do 30 days, at least, at max. Give her 6 months. But she needs to pay. I don't care what anyone says. And I know some people are gonna say, oh, what about mental health? What about mental health? Well, prisons have psychiatric centers for a reason. She could be in there. I'm sorry. It's just the facts. That's how it is. Rha Ali, you cannot be doing this nonsense. This is called harassment. Yes, he publicly acknowledged that your son put his ends out in the public. Well, you should have made sure you raised your son to know that you don't put stuff like that on the internet for the public to see. You should have raised your son well, because this is you don't do stuff like this, especially when you have a parent who's a public figure. Obviously, of course, the media will do this stuff. It's just like what happened recently to Ted Cruz's daughter. In the Houston Chronicle outed her as bisexual because she posted something on TikTok. So,
all right. I wish I had more time. I'm gonna rename you Sebastian the Straight Shooter. Was there something?
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Straight Shooter. Sound off, Pia, really quickly. I'm down to 6 minutes. Go ahead, 7 minutes.
Okay. As much as I don't care for Jason, I thought the way he handled the situation was brilliant. I really do. He didn't feed into it. He didn't feed into her nonsense. And for that, I have a lot of respect for. And then I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. That was the best outgoing voice message I have ever heard in my whole entire life.
I'm obsessed with her attorney. I'm obsessed with him.
Her attorney gives me Pastor Jamal Bryant / Bishop Whitehead.
Oh, no. Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to give the man credit. He's clean. He was dressed to the nine, okay?
That's because of all that GoFundMe money he stole.
Oh my God. All right, go ahead, Pia, really quickly.
That's all I have to say. So I'll talk to y'all later.
All right,
okay,
take
thank
care.
you.
All right.
Y'all a mess. LaShawn, sound off real quick.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So, hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for covering this. Listen, I'll be trying to get to these lives, but I'm going to make it quick. I wanted to be able to respond, to come on the live today. I missed that. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But just in terms of, I wanted to address Tasha K and Carlee. For number one, Funky Dineva, Tasha should have never trusted him. I mean, he pretty much already exposed himself from Jump Street. So why would you even indulge in a conversation given all of your 411 information? Okay. So Funky Dineva, yes, I believe that he did that. He's a clout chaser. That's just who he is. And so he took the opportunity to out her. I don't think that was an accident. I think it was definitely intentional.
That's messed up if he did.
And the thing is like this, y'all with businesses, that's why I tell people, y'all so quick to get them LLCs. If you're going to have an LLC, you need to make sure you put it in a trust, okay? Because this is what happens when you get sued, all of your assets are vulnerable. Most people think that LLCs means you don't have liability. It says limited liability for a reason. You have to create a fortress around your assets. And so, like, that's the whole situation. She should have done that. Maybe she wouldn't be in this situation. And then the other thing with the Carlee, I feel, listen, y'all know rich kids have a different tolerance when it comes to like reality. So the fact is that she didn't really think that situation through, which is evidence that she's from a well-to-do family and just didn't really know how to handle that situation. Bottom line is I went to school with a lot of rich kids and they did stuff like that all the time. The difference is that it was never nationally pronounced, right? So while I do think that she deserves punishment for what she's done, I don't think that they should both throw the book at her because she's no different than a lot of other kids that do the same crap, right? And then the other thing is too, where it comes to her is I've been hearing this, oh, she's gonna make it bad for Black women. No, she's one person, right? She's one person. Out of how many millions of Black people that go missing, I feel like the only reason why her case drew national attention is because there was a child involved, number one, and number two, where it actually took place. And the fact that we have social media. So that whole thing would just really spawn the whole situation out of control. But yeah, I do believe that she should be punished. But in terms of like, should she get the book thrown? No, because other kids do the same stuff. And or young adults. I've seen so many. I went to college and stuff with kids that did the same stuff. So I just, you know, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. But thank y'all so much.
Thank you. All right, Wayne, sound off real quickly. 4 minutes.
Real quick. Funky, I think, you know, you just don't do that to friends.
You don't.
He just kept his mouth. He didn't even comment on it at all. Second, you know, Carlee, she probably doesn't have a record. So if she got a good lawyer, he may be able to pull this off with just.
I like him.
He may be able to pull it off. And
he might.
And Jason Lee, what that girl was, what she was trying to do. Jason is gay. Not that got anything to do with it. But you notice how she kept on saying, "Oh, if you're a real man, if you're a man," taunting him, wanting him to get up and say, why would he get up and act a fool like she is in the restaurant? So he maintained his composure, but she was trying to drag him into it, you know, for something, I guess maybe to be on YouTube or something like that, but it didn't work. That's it.
All right, thank you. Diva, you got 3 minutes. Go.
Okay, I don't even need it. I agree with everybody in terms of Funky Dineva. He was wrong as a friend, but it was not any extra information that they already have. No matter what, she dug her own hole, and her and now her husband is going to go down in it. It's a shame. It's pretty sad. With Carlee, the boyfriend's very messy because first he wanted to tell us to shut our mouth, don't be bullying her, don't diss, and he is the one that as soon as he heard the press conference, he took his words of support down, because at first when she first got home, he was like, thank God, praise the Lord, amen, Jesus helped us, she's home. Soon as the press conference came, he took that message down. So you been knew she lied. So now you want to write after you wrote us to stop bullying, then you come out and you write when they had the second press conference, oh, she lied. You been knew she lied. Knock it off. You ain't fooling me. He's a hot mess. And all of a sudden, when the thing first started, his Instagram was at 2,000 or 7,000. It was very low subscribers. Now he's certified with a blue check. He's loving.
No,
he is. He's loving.
You lying?
Certified.
He's certified with 60,000 followers.
60,000.
Read them, Diva. Read them, Diva.
Yes, he is certified now with a blue check mark. Who is he? Who is Tamar? He's certified. Now I know you have to go, so I'm gonna shut up.
All right, you guys. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm really out of time. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, you do, so I appreciate it. Please click that like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on 3. Let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.